Whichever car you choose between the Baleno and the Starlet, at the end of the day you will end up with a 1.5 liter engine with a power output of 77 kilowatts and 138 newton meters of torque, because these cars are just twins. I posted a detailed review of the Starlet about a month ago, so today we're going to be comparing it to its twin brother, the Baleno. The Starlet is more like Mr. Price Yeezy Slides, and the Baleno is Yeezy Magoya. It's weird that in the case of the Baleno and Starlet, the duplicate costs more than the original. But Yazin, welcome to another video. In front, the new Baleno looks way better than the outgoing model. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't take the old Baleno even if it was offered to me for free. Yes, looks don't really matter when it comes to cars, but Lea Moto. The front design of the new Starlet looks slightly more aggressive than the Baleno, but I love them both. It's almost like when you are made to choose between your side chick and your main chick. Your side may be slightly hotter than your main, but you can't just make a decision based on looks. You have to consider performance, reliability and other features. There's only two Baleno trims, GL and GLX, while with the Starlet you get three trims, XI, XS and XR. Toyota has more trims so that they can make you pay more money for silly features, because if you buy the entry-level model you only get the engine. If you want nice features like reverse camera and cruise control, you have to go for the top of the range XR, whereas those things are available in the entry-level Baleno GL, which costs 226,000 rands. With the Starlet you have to pay a whole 295,000 rands if you want cruise control and a rear camera. In what universe does that make sense? On the side, the twins are not that different. The major notable difference is the design of the wheels. Also, the Baleno GL trim only gets steel wheels with plastic caps, which is where I kind of feel like Suzuki lost it a bit. Because if you want alloy wheels, you have to go for the GLX model, and it starts from 276,000 rands. With the Starlet, you get alloy wheels in the XS model, and it starts from 239,000 rands. These guys are just making our lives difficult, but then you can somewhat just buy aftermarket rims if you are into those things. Personally, I hate spending money on lousy aftermarket stuff just to make my car look nicer. That's why I drove my Vivo with plastic caps till I sold it. Let's move on to the rear design, my least favorite part of the twins. I said it in the Starlet review that the rear design is boring. It's as if they were chasing a deadline when they were designing this part. When you are writing an exam, then the invigilator says 5 minutes left, then all of a sudden your handwriting changes. The rear design of the twins has those vibes. Inside, the Baleno GLX is exactly similar to the Starlet XR. One major difference is that you get a head-up display in the Baleno, and that feature is not available in the Starlet. Also, the GLX has 360 view cameras, and you don't get that feature with the Starlet as well. For those who are wondering what's 360 view, well, that simply means there's cameras around the car and you can see obstacles that are near your car through the multimedia screen. It's a nice safety feature, but I kind of feel like it's gonna be a maintenance nightmare in the long run. I wouldn't be surprised if they say when one camera is messed up, you have to replace all 4 of them. I once went to one dealership that I won't mention looking for one wheel cap, and they said no, we don't sell one wheel cap. They come in a set of 4. So if you want one wheel cap, you must buy 4. 4 wheel caps to replace 1. It's better to just go to a scrapyard. The interior of the Baleno GL is similar to the one of the Starlet XS, where you get the 7-inch multimedia screen with annoyingly thick borders. At the back, everything is more or less the same with all the cars. One thing you should note in terms of safety is that only the top of the range models get 6 airbags. The lower models only get 2. That's car manufacturers for you, not even 4 nyan. 2. Instead of prioritizing safety, they give us cruise control and ugly screens with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But at least you'll die listening to your favorite track on iTunes. The fact that the lower end models only get 2 airbags proves that car makers don't care about us. They just want money, and those of us who don't have the money they want only get 2 airbags so that we can die because we are useless to them. These guys were supposed to scrape the silly features and prioritize safety. This is why I don't like the Renault Kwid, because it was launched with one airbag and no ABS. But at least they have improved in the new models, but then first impressions last. The Baleno comes with a 5-year 200,000 kilometers warranty and a 4-year 60,000 kilometers service plan, while the Starlet gets a shorter 3-year 100,000 kilometers warranty and a 3 services 45,000 kilometers service plan. It's so weird that the Starlet costs more, yet it has slightly less features, shorter warranty and shorter service plan. But you can extend the Toyota warranty to 5 years for just under 4,000 rands. In my honest opinion, the sweet spot in the Baleno range is the Baleno GL, but if your budget is not tight, you can go ahead and get yourself the GLX. But it is not that special when you compare it to the GL model. The major difference is the bigger infotainment screen, head-up display, 360 view cameras and the alloy wheels. And for that you have to pay an extra 50,000 rands. 50k for just the screen, cameras and rims. Let me save you some money since you guys want me to teach you everything. You can get some nice aftermarket rims for your Baleno GL for 10,000 rands or less. Wheel caps problem solved. Then for the small screen, you can buy reading glasses at ShopRite or Pep for 99 rands and the screen will look big through the glasses. Screen problem solved. Must I teach you everything? On a serious note, I honestly think if you go for the GL, you won't be missing out on much. For a Suzuki Baleno GL, you are looking at an insurance premium of plus minus 1,500 depending on your risk profile. And the car costs 226,000 rands. So if you finance a 226,000 rands car for 5 years with no deposit and no balloon payment, at the current prime lending rate of 8.25%, which is about to increase real soon, your monthly installment will be roughly 4,600. 4,600 plus the 1,500 for insurance gives you 6,100. Add let's say maybe 2,000 for petrol and your monthly cost goes to 8,100. When we talk about value for money, we're talking about the Suzuki Baleno. But let me tell before people think I'm paid by Suzuki to say nice things about their cars. In my next video, we'll be checking out the Renault Kiger. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in Mzansi.